Hello, guys. Welcome to the Tighten Up podcast. In this episode, I will be talking about the people who take a step back and a step forward on the Tennessee Titans, how I think we will do against the opponents that we will face this season, and my hot takes on my Tennessee Titans. I hope you enjoy this video. I've been taking requests from people at school who have watched my videos, and they have told me to be more fast paced. So that's what I'm trying to do. Let's get to it. All right, guys, in this segment, I will be talking about who I think will have a big step forward for the Tennessee Titans this season. My first guy, I find him pretty obviously going to step forward. Will Levis. He is our quarterback that we drafted in the second round last year. He was unexpectedly thrown in after Ryan Tannehill got hurt. I think that he will have a much better season than last year because he was unexpectedly thrown in, and he will be great. I think he'll have maybe Pro Bowl numbers, probably not MVP, not All Pro numbers, but he will be good. My next guy, I think Tony Pollard will have a big step forward. He was good in 2022 with him taking the starting job from Ezekiel Elliott on the Cowboys. He signed him this year. He had a step back last season, but it was still okay. I think he will be playing better in the Titans offense because we don't have CeeDee Lamb. We don't have Dak Prescott. We don't have all the offensive weapons the Cowboys did. He is taking a step back with the offensive line, which could hurt him, but I think he'll be fine. My other guy is another running back, Tajay Spears. I think with Derrick Henry gone, and Tony Pollard will probably not take 300 carries, I think Tajay Spears will have a big step forward, possibly even take the starting role from Tony Pollard, because he's 22 and Tony Pollard's 27. And I think he is a great player. He showed many flashes for us last year. And with Derrick Henry gone, I think he will be good. My next guy that I think will take a step forward for us will be Chigoziem Okonkwo, our third-year man this year out of Maryland. He is a great player already. He just hasn't had the production. I think maybe Brian Callahan, he didn't really have good tight ends in Cincinnati. I think he had one good one, and that was Hayden Hurst, and they didn't use him much. But I think he will see that there is much talent with Chigoziem Okonkwo, also goes by Chig, and he will realize that he should give the ball to him more. So I think he will get passed to more. He will make more catches, have more breakout, have much better stats. My next guy that I think will have a step forward will be, I'm going to say it, it's pretty crazy, Treylon Burks. I think he comes out with a slot role. I think they're just smoke screening, saying that he's not going to do it. He has been a bit chubby in practice, and he was horrible last season, but that's why I think he's going to do better. Because anything better than 215 yards and 0 touchdowns is going to be a step forward. The next guy I think will take a step forward is Peter Skoronski. I think he will get much better at his offensive guard plays after he was a rookie. He was good as a rookie, but I think he will do much better. Allow less sacks and pressures, that kind of stuff. And the last guy, I think, on offense that will take a step forward is NPF, Nicholas Petit-Frere. He's only 24. This is his third year. Will be his third year. He's at Ohio State. He's probably going to play right tackle for us. That's what I would think. and I think he will play much better than last year, where he was not very good at right tackle, because I think he was just thrown in there and was not ready to play. Um, Now to the defensive side, who I think will take a step forward. I think Sebastian Joseph Day will take a step forward. He is a free agent signing from the Chargers. He's probably going to be a nose tackle. Maybe we'll put him at end. I don't think so. I don't think that's really going to happen. But we're going to have three pretty much defensive tackle guys. Sebastian Joseph Day, Jeffrey Simmons, and Tavondre Sweat. Tavondre Sweat is probably not going to get the most playing time, and he's going to get tired and that kind of stuff. So Jeffrey Simmons will probably play a lot, and Sebastian Joseph Day, I think, will get a good amount of playing time as well. I think they could put him as an end, because they don't have the biggest defensive end talent, and I think he could take a step forward there. With my next guy, I think that my guy, what the heck, Kenneth Murray Jr. will have a good season. Another free agent signing for us. He wasn't the best with the Chargers, but that's because they had Eric Kendricks, I'm pretty sure, starting for him. I think he will be a great punch mouth linebacker, with Cedric Gray being like pass coverage, that kind of stuff. I think he will be great with TFLs, get some sacks possibly, and a lot of tackles. The next guy, I think, will have a step forward. I'm saying a lot because, well, I think a lot of people will have a step forward. Will be Amani Hooker, our safety who has been here for a while now, but he's still super young. He's 25, has a lot of experience, 5 years of experience, and he is a great safety. I think we will put him in the back, let him cover some people back there, like he did at Iowa, where he got a lot of interceptions there. So that's going to be great. And the last person that I think will take a step forward is Chidobe Awuzie. Awuzie is another free agent signing we got, and I think he will become a great second guy, taking on the second wide receiver after usually taking the number one guy in Cincinnati. So I think he will be very good. He's I guess a veteran. He's 28 years old, pretty old, and he also has 8 years of experience. So I hope they all do very. I hope I'm right about all these guys, because that's a lot of people that I think will take a step forward. And next, I'm going to talk about people that I think will take a step back. Okay, the Titans players that will take a step back next season. Number one, DeAndre Hopkins. He had a 1,000-yard season, but he has now 31. He's 10 years of experience. I think he's going to go down. I don't think he is at a 1,000-yard season, because we have much better receivers around him now with Calvin Ridley. And I think that he will have around 950 yards, not that many touchdowns, though. And our next guy that will have a step back, also Calvin Ridley. He had a 1,000-yard season with the Jaguars last year and was very good for them, but he's also pretty old. He's 29 years old. He is going to play kind of younger because he had suspensions and he doesn't have so much tread on the tires. But I still think that he will have a step back with DeAndre Hopkins on the other side. So I think he'll also have around 950 yards. So that's going to be two guys with 950. And then my next guy that I think will take a step back is on the defensive side, actually, who is Jeffrey Simmons. He may still be young, but we have Tavondre Sweat and Sebastian Joseph Day now. So he will not get as much playing time, I don't feel like. So he will not have good stats, so it's gonna be sad, but we're gonna have to deal with it not being crazy. My next guy that will take a step back is Legarius Sneed. He may still be amazing, but it's going to be hard to top the season he had last year with Kansas City Chiefs. He is surrounded by better receivers in his division, that which is going to be, well, his old division was pretty good, but like one of his team's best receivers, Courtland Sutton. So yeah, but now we have tons of really good receivers in our division. It's going to be hard for him to cover all of them. The next guy, I think it has to be Roger McCreary. We have better slot guys in our division now. He's the slot corner. He had allowed 0 touchdowns last season. He was amazing. Very underrated. Very, very, very underrated. And I just don't see that he could be as good as he was last year with all the new guys. Because he has to pick one, because he's going to have to go on like Nico Collins still, and Nico Collins is going to get much better, all that stuff. The next guy I think will take a step back is, well, this is probably pretty obvious, but every other corner other than the guys I've mentioned, because they got much more playing time with a much worse cornerback core. So they are all not going to play as much, which means they're all stepping back. Next guy, Lloyd Cushenberry. I said I was done on the offense, but then I remembered Lloyd Cushenberry. He was super good last season, but we're also going against some better defensive tackles in the AFC South. I'm pretty sure Jaguars got somebody. I think somebody got drafted in the draft, but he was really good in Denver, and I don't think he could do it again. And those are the players that I think will take a step back. Much shorter than the list, I will think a step forward. That might be bias, but hey, it's just what I think. Okay, now I will quickly go over the teams we will play next season and how I think we will do against them. Our home game, we will be playing the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals, we beat them last year with a much worse team, but I feel like their team is improving as well. I'm going to say that will be, we're at home, never mind. That's going to be a W for us. The next home game, the Green Bay Packers. I am very high on the Green Bay Packers. I do not think that we can beat that team. They're very good. That's going to be an L. So far we're 1-1. The Vikings, I do not trust J.J. McCarthy at all. I'm going to call that a W, also because we're at home. 2-1. Okay, Patriots, W, 3-1. Jets, W, 4-1. Texans, L, 4-2. Colts, L, 4-3. Jaguars, W, 5-3. Bills, W, 6-3. Bears, this may be controversial, but they're so good. L, 5-4. Lions, L, 5-5. Chargers, W, 6-5. Dolphins, L, 6-6. Commanders, W, 7-6. Texans, W, 7-7. Colts, W, 8-7. And Jaguars, W, 9-7. How does that work? Who did I miss? Oh well, I think we went 9-8. So 9-8, second in the AFC South behind the Texans. who will I think will do very, very good. Um, that's our schedule and who I think we can beat and who I think we can't. This will is a very short segment, but whatever. Okay, now it is time for my Titans hot takes. You already hear that I'm in. I think we go 9-8, get second in our division, and do not make the playoffs. Sadly, I don't think we have a chance to make it. But here's some of my hot takes, like steaming hot. Will Levis makes the Pro Bowl. That may not seem steaming hot, but the AFC is so good with the quarterbacks. So, it's crazy how good we are with the QBs. AFC. So, him making the Pro Bowl would shock me. Okay, our next guy, my next hot take, Tony Pollard does not have as good as a season as Tajay Spears. Tony Pollard is much more proven than Tajay Spears, but I just think that Tajay definitely has the talent to overtake him and be running back one. I think they will both have a decent amount of yards, though. Okay, another hot take. Our offensive line is very good. That's hot take because we have some offensive linemen that are not very good. I mean, our right guard and our right tackle, I feel like, are the scariest positions, but the left side is good. Great. Next hot take. This is absolutely crazy. Chigozie Okonkwo is the best tight end in the league. Note these hot takes are like hot, sizzling hot. I do not think that I think that there's a chance that they will happen, but I do not believe that there's a 100% chance of them happening. Okay, the next thing. This is just a straight up NFL hot take that some people will be surprised by. I think that Xavier Worthy wins Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, which seems crazy since there's so many offensive players that are really good. And then this part's the crazy part. I think that the Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to the boy dang it. Darius Robinson, the defensive end that the Cards got. So, it's not that hot, but that's just NFL rookie hot takes. I think that the Titans have the best corners in the league. Like, that's just what happens. Very good corner in pass defense. And I think that those are my hot takes. Can't think of any more. Now, like and subscribe if you like these videos. My put in the comment section what you think I should do. I might take offense to it. I might not, but whatever. This is another episode of the Tighten Up podcast.